Hey guys, it's Ted, Ted Lincoln's Fishing Life. I'm out here on the water on a little lake that actually my friend, it's kind of a private lake, I guess. He has a private boat ramp out here and just outside of Gainesville. And he actually also has his own barrel of whiskey, and he just gave me a bottle. And since I'm out here with Ashley, we're gonna break into it to celebrate another day of double 6-pounders, which you'll see in later videos, which is just a couple days off from my anniversary from our double 6-pounder day on Rodman last year, where me and Ashley were out before they shut the ramps down on the drawdown. Man, this thing's sealed. I should have opened it before I started the video. But you know, it's an unbottling, right? Uncorking?
I like uncorking better.
Uncorking. But yeah, so this is the review, or recap of the bite of the day from February. I know it's a little late, but I've been busy. I injured my neck. That's a whole nother story. And I just haven't had time to do it, so here we are. Cheers to February. It was a good month. So we're drinking it fancy. At least that's what Ashley calls it when we drink straight out of the bottle. Cheers, guys. It's good stuff. It's 103 proof. I'm a lot warmer now.
Actually tastes really good.
Thank you, Bill. So not only is this the recap of the bite of the day of February, it's also going to be a mini unboxing. It's not truly an unboxing, but I did get some stuff in the mail. In several boxes, and I just threw it all in one box to show you guys. Figured I'd show it. One is from Bucketmouth brands. They sent me some stickers and a shirt and a bunch of stuff from Berkley that I'll show you from a couple sources actually. But first off, let's start with the first bite of the day from February. This was an exciting one. This is from the Pro Point Lures Rat Trap, which is this floating rat bait that I actually bought to fish last year when the drawdown ended, when we were out there. But they closed all the ramps due to, you know, the whole lockdown. So I missed the whole filling of Rodman, but I figured, you know, a rodent in those trees would be good. And I was out on this lake, you've seen me out on the roundabout, and I had never really fished the rat, and they weren't really hitting the frog. I could see them moving around in the pads, and it was really windy, and I was stuck in this cove, but I tied on this Pro Point Lures rat. Check out the bite, and then I'll explain more about the lure and how I was fishing it. There we go. That was a good one. Good bite, good fish. I knew there was a good one over there. Oh yeah, that's a junker. That's a hell of a fish, 7-pounder. First fish I ever caught on that Pro Point Lures Rat Trap. Here it is right here. It's a pretty amazing little lure. I actually lost an even bigger one maybe about 10 minutes before I caught that 7-pounder. And pretty much everyone who's seen this video, or that video that's a friend of mine that fishes, has ordered this lure. It's pretty ingenious. It's a foam body with 2 little kicker legs and a tail. And it's got a line through hook, but the hook is a flipping hook. It's a massive hook. So as you can see, it got a bit of braid still stuck on there. So I was running this on my frog rod or my jig lighter swim bait rod. Both run 58-pound braid. In that video, I was running on my frog rod, which you guys have seen before. SLX combo, the heavy 7.2 rod, fast action, with the 8 2-to-1 SLX, just the regular SLX reel with 50-pound Berkley X9 braid. And in that case, I had the rat trap tied on. And this fish is similar to, say, like a Big Easy or even like a buzzbait. It's kind of like a weedless buzzbait, but it floats, which neither of those other baits do. So it's really cool. You can swim it up to the lily pad and then stop it. Is actually what I did in that bite. Is I swam it up to the cover, this group of pads near some grass, and I stopped it. And it wasn't until I moved it again off the pad that that fish blew up on it. I've gotten a lot of other smaller fish on it and a couple other big blow-ups. They seem to miss it sometimes. They hit it so hard it knocks it out of the water. Cool lure. The whole fact that it's the foam instead of a hollow body is pretty unique. I've been talking to the guy who makes this, and I was like, you should make a shad topwater or a bluegill just like this. I guess he's working on it. Pro Points lure, rat trap. Pretty much fish it like a Big Easy or a frog. It's awesome. So in between each bite, I'm going to pick something out of this unboxing kind of deal. I guess first I'm going to start with the Berkley stuff because it's on top. This is a mix of Berkley stuff. I actually got a gift certificate to Berkley from the Trophy Catch program, Florida Trophy Catch program. It's part of the gift package when you register any fish over 8 pounds. This was for my big mama, the one over 12, and so I got like I think a $30 gift certificate to Berkley. So I ordered a bunch of hard baits, stuff that I don't only see in the shops around here. So the first one on the top is this little topwater double prop bait. I've wanted to order this many times, just never saw it in person. But since it was free, I figured I'd order it. Designed by Justin Lucas. Hopefully this thing's gonna work. Looks pretty cool. And actually today has been all about Berkley popper. Like I said, 2 6-pounders, maybe 20 fish total, maybe more. I don't know. I didn't get a bite on anything till I tied on that popper. It's crazy how sometimes it's just one thing they're focused on. Yeah? Yeah. So next up is bite number 98. This is actually at Lake Alto, which is connected to this lake by the swamp that's across the lake from here. All connected to Lake Santa Fe as well. It's one big water aquifer, or not aquifer, water system. That's what I mean. But this was early February. It's pretty much the day before I put out this bite. And we had a little warming spell, and so I was hoping that I'd catch some pre-spawners, and I actually did. And it wasn't till I found this cove on like one side of the lake, basically somewhere where I normally never get a bite. And within this stretch of like 10 feet, I got 3 bites, or maybe 20 feet, whatever. It's a pretty short area. And I caught the last bite. Every other one was short striking. I think they were just defending their beds. But so here it is. Check it out. Bite number 98, the swim jig on Lake Alto. Is that a bass or a mudfish? I hope that's a bass. Yeah. Awesome. There we go. That's a good one. There. 4-pounder. Whew. So yeah, that swim jig. It's a good one. Unfortunately, they don't make it anymore. That was a grenade canopy swim jig that my buddy Justin sent to me from California. And that was the last of the dark ones that I had. I actually lost it that day. But I kind of have a replacement. It's not really the replacement I wanted, but it was as close as I could get. And here it is. This is a swim jig head that I actually just ordered off of Amazon. It has sold under various names. We got bass feeding behind us again. It's sold under various names, but it's an okay head. I'm not sold on it, but it was black, and I could put the black and purple skirt that was on the swim jig that I lost. I had changed the skirt out. I had bought these black and purple skirts, and they seem to work really well with this particular swim bait, which is a swim bait for red fishing, actually, and it's a Slyer is the brand, and I couldn't find the name of this color. I only had one bag of them, and it's like a greenish with gold with a red belly, and I guess they've been out of them since the whole lockdown started, because I even went to Gary's tackle box and he couldn't remember the name of this color either because it'd been so long since he had it. But it matches up perfectly with that purple skirt. It mimics a bluegill great, and that's what they were trying to fend off their beds. And I was throwing that on this. This is my other SLX combo, also 7.2 with the 8.2-to-1. It's just a medium heavy fast action, and with 30-pound X9 Berkley braid. And that's what I run pretty much for swim jigs, because I don't put on the swim jig unless I'm planning on fishing in heavy cover. But so that day got me that 4-pounder. It was awesome. It was my first of the pre-spawn bass, which is funny because we've had the spawn, the pre-spawn off and on. It's been such a crazy spring for weather. I just saw a fish on a bed, and I just caught a couple post-spawn fish. So who knows? They're all mixed up. They just can't stop doing it, I guess. All right, so next out of the Berkley box, what do I got? Oh, so this is a Berkley popper. This is what I've been killing them on today. This is actually the next size up and in black. I've tried to buy this several times, and it's always been sold out. And it's just, I mean, I like the Berkley poppers. The Fusion hooks, I think, are one of the best hooks on the market. They're totally underrated. I don't ever replace the hooks on the Berkley baits. But yeah, this is also Justin Lucas designed. There's going to be a lot about the other popper in the next bite of the day recap for next month, for this month, for March, because these 2 6-pounders are going to be in there. So yeah, another one from that Berkley trophy program gift certificate. So yeah, here we are at bite number 99. Oh, wow, it's amazing how quickly I got to almost 100. This is a flashback to almost the same day a year before, when I was fishing with Atypical Outdoors with Eric on Rodman doing the drawdown. One of his missions on that trip last year was to learn more about punching, and where better than Rodman on the drawdown. It's pretty much textbook punching, fishing. Sorry, that whiskey. But yeah, so we were upriver, which is south, because the Ocklawaha runs north to south, just like the St. John's, one of the few rivers that do. And we were just letting the current take us, and we were pitching and punching along the edge of the pennywort and into it when we could, and along the tree line and everything. But here it is, check it out, bite number 99, punching with Atypical Outdoors on Rodman during the drawdown last year. Center block on the end. Yeah, that's a better fish. I hope it's a bass. I think it is. It's not rolling. Yeah, it is. It's a better one. It's a better one I got.
It is a better one.
I'm used to doing it, you know.
By yourself, yeah.
Fish by myself so much.
Quality fish now, man.
Look at that.
Now you're talking, man.
Get a picture?
Perfect.
Eric's first punching trip. He caught one. I used that in an earlier bite of the day, I think last month. Mixing it in, you know. Got all these clips, got to share them with all of you. But yeah, that was on my punching setup from last year, which the only thing that's changed is the reel. And if you watched my reel swim bait rod switch, you saw that I was running a Corrado 200K, and now I'm running the SLX MGL 70, but pretty much other than that, it's all the same setup. The Corrado 7.6 heavy, extra fast, or just fast action 7.6. This is their braid punching and flipping rod, 65-pound X9 braid. Running in that, I was running, I believe, a 1 ounce. This is 3/4 ounce on here at the moment, but with a Berkley Fusion X9 or Fusion 4/0 EWG hook. There's so many initials and numbers to remember. This is their Superline hook with the Teflon coating on it. I run EWG. I don't run straight shanks. I don't believe in them, or I don't like them. But yeah, I was throwing the Kinky Beaver in this color, which is called Tramp Stamp, which is basically black with blue flake and green pumpkin. Kind of hard to beat. And yeah, that's what we were punching that day, or what I was punching with that day. And that's how I got that one. It was a good day. We also did some jerkbait fishing, and it was awesome. We were out there all day. Let me see one more thing from the Berkley box. Like I said, it's a mix of things. This was something I was curious about. I'd only ever bought one spy bait, and it was the Lucky Craft version. I just can't bring myself to spend the, whatever, $17 on the Durials version, even though everyone says it's really good. They're just light line lures that I know I'm going to lose. I just don't feel like dropping $17, but heard good things about the Berkley one, and since I had a gift card, figured I'd try it. Also designed by Justin Lucas. I'm actually excited to try this. I've only had the one spy bait, and it worked pretty well before I lost it. It was still 10 bucks, and I lost that. I felt pretty bad about that. No fun. But yeah, Berkley spy bait. Hopefully have a bite video of this soon. Hope to try it. Alright, so guys, here we are at bite number 100. And I'd been saving this one for the right occasion. And it was almost the exact same time of the year as I caught it to the day. I think it was a day off. But this was my PB before I caught the 12-pounder. This was a 10-12. Yeah, so this was my 10-12 that I caught with my buddy out on a local lake. Dominic is our first time fishing together, and I was just telling him how I hope to catch a 10-pounder that year. And sure enough, here it is. I flip into some grass, you get to see it happen. Check out bite number 100, my 10-pounder, my first 10-pounder ever. 10 pounds, 12 ounces. Feel like smallback. This is pretty good. Oh yeah, that is a huge bass. Oh my god. Holy crap, dude. Oh. Oh. That might be my 10-pounder right there. Look at that bit. Look how big that. So there you go, guys. Bite 100. My 10-pounder, my first 10-pounder, and I caught it flipping and pitching the Kinky Beaver, but that was in a different color. It was pretty much the exact same setup, but I was running a 3/4 ounce weight. Actually, it was a different setup. That's when I still had my carrot stick rod, which unfortunately broke. It was a really great rod. I had 4 of them at one point, but I don't know if the company's even still around. The owner, creator passed away, and there's been a lot of chaos since then, so I never tried to get them replaced. But I was also a 7.6 heavy fast action I was running my Corrado K with a 65-pound X9 braid. Might have been Power Pro then, actually. It might have been the Power Pro V2, which I decided I didn't like as much as the X9, so that's why I don't use it anymore. But I am a proponent of smooth braid when you're punching, or just in general. I always run the higher strand count braid. It just seems to work better and make less noise, catch more fish, all that kind of stuff. But I was running this color. This is the Okeechobee Craw Swirl, which is basically green pumpkin with blue and black flakes swirled into it. Very similar to the Tramp Stamp, just a little bit lighter. Also, this is one of my other favorite colors. Those two colors are what I flip or punch pretty much 90% of the time. We got people out on the water and dogs in the background, but you know, hey, that's what you get for filming outside, I guess. So yeah, that was reaching down in the box. That was all of the free Berkley stuff, and since I am replacing the sticker that I got from Bucketmouth, I'll show you. These are the ones for my 12-8. They're going to go on the boat pretty much right here. I'll show them to you when they're on there. I might even have it in the end of the video there. Yeah, check him out, Bucketmouth. He makes these, you know, personal best stickers. They're kind of awesome. It's kind of like, you know, people who run the marathons. They put the little 26. I won't put the 12 pounds. But he's nice enough to send me a t-shirt along with it, which I was wondering why the bag was so big. Awesome. You'll see this in some videos. You probably already have. I think Mikey wears his all the time. So leaving the 10-pounder and going back to, this is actually in February of this year instead of last year, or whatever, 2 years ago is when I got that PB, the 10-pounder. This was dawn on Lake Alto, another morning where I was still hoping to find those pre-spawn. It was a really slow morning except for this one bite, and that was on a topwater, the gunfish. Check it out. This is bite number 101 on Lake Alto, the Lucky Craft gunfish. There we go. That's good. That's a good one. No, that's a bigger one. That's a good one. Woo! Ate it. Yeah, that 5-pounder was pretty much the only fish I caught that day. And I mean, if you're going to catch a fish, it's pretty hard to beat it in shallow water on a topwater. And I was throwing this exact bait. Let me get my keep hook guards on it. I'll just take it off to show you guys. It is the Lucky Craft gunfish. I think this is the 100 or 95. I can't remember. It's close, one of those millimeters. But it's like their ghost minnow. Comes with a little dressed hook. This is actually a different one. I had to upgrade to the Berkley hooks. They've been out, the original ones. Throwing it on my topwater rig, which you guys have seen, but it's right here. Tied on with that popper that has been killing them today, that Berkley. Woo. But here's this exact setup. SLX 8.2-1 on this older Bass Pro Shops Bionic Blade 6'6", medium heavy. But like I said in the last couple videos, it's that older style of medium heavy, so it's a little more parabolic. It's not quite as stiff, so it's perfect for these treble hook baits and topwaters especially. And it's got a little bump in the grip, which makes it kind of easier for me. I like it to twitch, to walk. I don't know, it works. and around 30-pound X9 braid, Berkley X9 braid, to 17-pound Berkley trilene leader, mono leader. I don't believe in fluorocarbon at all above 10-pound test. I don't use it for leaders, I don't use it for mainline. I use mono, works much better, doesn't break, doesn't snap when you cast. But yeah, that 5-pounder was this setup, but with the Lucky Craft gunfish on it. Bite number 101. So this next one, bite 102, I was actually out on Orange Lake with Ashley back here last spring, and it was a slow day, and I had just picked up this bag of raid shads because I saw Matt Allen on Tactical Bassin catching some in California. I was like, hey, I think that would work here. So I bought some, and it did work. Check it out. Bite number 102, the raid shad. Got one. Finally. Woo. I knew switching baits might be a good idea. He's angry.
I might be too.
Yeah, the ray shad was awesome. Unfortunately, I'm out of them and nobody sells them in Gainesville, and I haven't reordered them. The tails do rip off a little easily, but as long as you're fishing hydrilla instead of like sawgrass or pads, it works really well. Or if you're around trees, it works good. It's just that tail gets pulled off. It's kind of like the speed worm. Sometimes the tail just even breaks if you backlash, it flings off. But yeah, that fish kind of surprised us. I hadn't got a bite all day, and I was just kind of reeling that in over that hydrilla, and boom, exploded. It was kind of awesome. And like I said, I learned that from watching Matt on Tactical Bassin, which is kind of funny because we just had dinner with Matt Allen and family. I met him out there on Clear Lake with my buddy Josh from JSJ Lures. They're good friends, and I had told them if you ever come to Florida, you should check out Rainbow River, and actually you'll see the footage is coming up in my video and Eric from Atypical Outdoors. We went to Rainbow River just a couple weeks ago, and as we're pulling up, who's there but Matt Allen? And like I said, you'll see that in the video. Probably not in the video, I guess I might put it in my video, was that I went back exactly a week later with Ashley. That's when I hurt my neck. All this crazy stuff happened, and I actually had a flat tire on the van. Go to fix it, and I look and I see a Champion trailer and Tennessee tags, and sure enough, it's Matt Allen. Great to meet you again, buddy. Awesome stuff. And that raid shad, it did work. So, some more of my unboxing. This is actually more Berkley stuff, but this is stuff I found at Ollie's. If you don't know Ollie's, it's a discount like closeout place, and they usually get a lot of Lucky Craft stuff, and they've been getting more Berkley stuff. But they had a bunch of Berkley jerkbaits, and I just picked up a couple to try them for $4.99. For $5, I had to try them. This is a suspending 78. It goes 2 to 4 feet in kind of a, I don't know what you call that, ghost minnow color. Figured I'd try it. I love jerkbaits. Actually going to work on a jerkbait video for you guys soon. Just talking about that with my buddy Justice. He's waiting for it. Alright, so the last bite of the day for February. It's a shorter month, and I also missed a day due to a actually photo shoot I was on for Filson, but yeah, not supposed to talk about that until it all comes out. But you might be seeing me in some ads, that's all. Here we are back at number 103, and it's kind of hard not to throw in a frog bite because I have so many of them. So this was me throwing the old smokey. He was just one of many of the 4 or 5 pounders I caught last year. It just happened to be a really good clip that I hadn't shown anyone, and it's from about the same time of the year as well. So here it is, bite number 103, the old Smokey Pad Crasher. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, and if you guys watch my bite of the day, I mean, I don't know, you get tired of hearing about the poppers and the old Smokey, but from Booyah Baits. But this is actually the popping version. I think in the video I had the regular version. But I buy these in bulk. I like buy them in a case. There's like 6 to a case. They're just, I don't know, it's just something about that color. It doesn't look like a frog or a fish, but it kind of looks like both. So I think they just eat it to figure out what it is. That's my guess. But that's on my frog setup. That was what's in that video. My SLX heavy with the SLX reel, 7.2 rod, 8.2-to-1 reel, 50-pound braid, same as in the rat video. And that's my dedicated frog rod. I guess now, rat trap rod. Those are the only 2 things I really use. I do throw a really big fluke on it occasionally if I'm throwing a fluke in really heavy cover like a frog. But I don't do that often. And I got one more thing from Berkley to show you guys. And it's another Ollie's jerkbait. It's the bigger one. It's their version of a 110. I guess everybody has to come out with a 110 since Megabass's 110 is like apparently the be-all end-all bait. But it's $25 for one. I'm gonna lose them. I lose these all the time. I feel bad spending $5 on them sometimes. But this is a suspending 110. It looks good. It's 3 to 6 feet, so a little longer, a little deeper than the other one. $5. I figured I'd give it a try. If you guys have an Ollie's near you, check it out in the spring. They only seem to stock the fishing tackle in the spring, but they get Lucky Craft stuff. They get Berkley stuff. Lucky Strike stuff. What else do they get? They get Missouri stuff, Zoom, worms sometimes. It's pretty much you got to go there once a week because they just get a box. They don't even put it on display. It's just sitting there on the shelf. You have to look through it. Sometimes they put them on display, but usually they don't. But yeah, so that's the bite of the day wrap up for February. March is going to be good already. It's already almost the end of March, but you know, life got in the way of making this video. At least the bite of the days have mostly come out. I didn't really miss any, and got to thank my buddy Bill for letting us out on his lake and for his tasty whiskey.
That is really
You
good.
can taste that 103 proof stuff.
It's worth it.
And we got Ashley on the boat again. Not for long. She's
Hi.
leaving us. But that's
I'll be
another
back.
story. Alright guys. Until next time or the next bite of the day, I'm Ted from Ted Lincoln's Fishing Life. I'm out.